Hello, YouTube world. This is Johnny Mel here, back with part two of You're Gonna Need Employees. So yesterday we left off on the employee handbook on benefit two, and this is the benefit that I get the most criticism for. This is the benefit like, what are you thinking? But I have to tell you, this benefit here has caused my employees to come on time. So let me read it to you again. Benefit two, every day that an employee comes on time, there will be a $2 bonus that is paid out in December. Max bonus is $400. So guys, we work about 8 months here, give or take 7, 8 months, who knows. So what happens is employee comes on time, they get $2 a day, up to $400. Now, it's not like you can keep coming late and we're just going to take $2 off you. So let me explain how this works. So they come on time, they get $2 thrown into a hat, a bottle, or an account, and at the end of the year, if they've come on time the whole year, they get $400. But here's the kicker. Here's the rules and definition of benefit number two. First time late employee loses one $2 day. So what that means is if they come late, they lose the $2 for that day. So the second time they're late, they lose $2 for 2 days. So basically, you're losing $6 here, okay? The third time is 2 weeks. So if you come late to Johnny's Mowing, Mr. YouTube, who we hired in the last the last video, you will lose 2 weeks of $2 days. If you do it a fourth time, it's a month. You're going to lose a whole month of $2 days. You do it a fifth, it's another month. So you've got 2 months now until there's nothing left. So at the end of the year, when it's time for bonuses in December, I'm going to hand you a check of maybe $2 or $400 or $150. However many days you were late determines how much money you get. You get a maximum of $400. See, what this does is it puts the employee, in charge of their bonus. I'm willing to pay this out to every employee. But if you come late, I'm going to take money off this. If you continue to come late, I'm going to take even more money off this. Guys, this right here has cured the late. Do employees still come late? Oh, absolutely they do. But listen, it makes them think before they push the snooze button. Or it makes them think when they're out at 1 o'clock in the morning getting hammered and they're about, hey, let's go to the next party. Well, you know what? This is going to cost me. How much is this night worth me losing my bonus over? Okay, so I hope that you understand benefit number two. I get a lot of credit. You're paying people to come on time. You're an absolute idiot. I understand that, and I agree with the statement. I am an idiot for paying people to come on time. But the problem that I've had is this, again, I've said it in the last video. People are not waking up and saying, I cannot wait to go cut grass for the rest of my life. I cannot wait to dig 100 shrub bushes today. Oh, I can't wait to do that. So you're gonna have some people that just don't really care. And this is the problem, guys. Do you know how much it costs to train someone to run your business? I mean, do you know how much it costs to employ them, to get them to make money, to be efficient, to know how to weed whack the right way, to spray all the weeds, to know how to lay the mulch, to make an edge? It takes a lot of time to train them. So what happens is, if you get all upset about people coming late all the time and you fire them constantly, well, you have to end up training someone else. So what I've done is I put in this bonus package and it literally cured it. I mean, just literally, boom, solved it. They're coming on time now. So now you might say, wow, that's a lot of money, $400 bonus to all your employees. I've had up to four employees, and trust me, guys, they still come late a little bit here and there. You're not going to pay out the whole. I've never paid out the whole 400 yet. I think the most I've paid was three something. So, this is why when you want to run a business and you want to keep employees, you got to have benefit packages. Benefit number one, remember, was, one holiday per year after completion of 2 years. So you work here 2 years. That means you're serious. I'm going to start giving you paid holidays. The benefit package is right right from day one. So benefit number 2 is right from day one. So let's go to benefit number 3. This particular year that this employee that I had, this was his contract. I just didn't put his name in because I wrote it in. $1 raise. Have to be paid out June 1st, other half August 1st. This is what we do, guys. We do not give a raise out on April 1st. April 1st, the guys usually start coming to the shop. We start getting everything ready by April 15th, generally, except for maybe last year. It was a really late start. Maybe we started May 1st last year because the weather just was so cold and it was still snowing. But we don't give the raise out till June 1st. What's that mean? So you get 50 cents on June 1st, 50 cents on August 1st. You are not going to get your raise April 1st because what happens, you give your $1 out April 1st, and then by May 15th, oh, it's a long season. They have nothing to look forward to. There's nothing else. Okay, you've got your raise for the year, and blah, 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 blah. It's hot. You're working all day. They're used to making the money now, so there's no reason to you know what? You got to put expectation in front of people. You got to give them something to work towards. You can't just say, here's your raise, boom, go. No, you got to earn your raise here. This is what we do. You're not going to sit here and just, we're going to give out a raise every year because that's what landscapers do. No, listen, when you come to work here, you are going to earn your raise. So what's that mean? So on June 1st, you'll get a 50-cent raise as long as, here's the rules and definition. See, I have, keep people accountable. Rules and definition. Any written violation from April 1st to week of raise given constitute a 15-cent stock and raise. Now, this is where coming on time and not getting written up. So you have a written up policy. See, I told you in the first video, I take all the emotion out of employees because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to become friends with them. And then you're going to give them raises they don't deserve. You're going to let them get away with things that they shouldn't get away with. And in the end, it's your company. It's your company that's going to suffer because you're too willy-willowed, pussy-footed around to put your foot down and realize that you've created a company and it's making money and you want to grow it. So what you got to do is you got to take the emotion out. Here's what I do. When it's time to give raises out, I get in the file and I look to see if I wrote them up for anything. So say they come late twice in, let's say, May. They come late twice. Well, that's a written violation. Not only do you lose part off of your bonus, but you would lose 30 cents out of your 50-cent raise. Now, let me tell you something. That gets people thinking. That gets employees thinking, oh, man, I'm losing a lot here. See, this is what I'm giving you. I'm going over this benefit, this benefit package you're getting. You have the opportunity to make $1 more a year. You have the opportunity to make $400 in your bonus. All you have to do is do the very basic things that we're asking you to do. It's very simple. See, people hang themselves. You see what I mean? They're going to hang themselves. If they really want to work and they really want to do the things to get these benefits, let me tell you something. They're going to do it. But the people who don't want to work, they'll never get the raises. They'll constantly be late. And let me show you how we deal with this. You're like, well, that's a bad employee. You don't want that working for you. You're exactly right, guys. So I'm going to explain to you how we do it. We do it a 12-point system. You get written up and points add up to 12 points, you're fired. No emotional attachment at all. These are the rules. This is how we do it. I had trouble deciding when to fire, how long to keep someone. It's real basic. You start, going through this employee handbook and you start getting written up and your points add up to 12 points, no questions asked, you're fired. That's just a simple way. Listen, I had a foreman, worked for me for 5 years. A foreman worked for me for 5 years. He got fired because he got to 12 points. Listen, no emotional attachment. I'm glad he worked here all the years he did. He did a decent job. But this last year there, just jacked it all up, went off the loony train. So guess what? I had to fire him. No questions asked. Listen, you're in business to make money. You're not in business to buy shiny trucks, buy new mowers, to make yourself look cool. You're in business. Wins and losses are gained by the by the profit at the end of the year. If you have no profit at the end of the year, but you look good, who cares? All right? So let's go over what is expected of Mr. YouTube, who we hired in episode 1. This is going to be a 3-part series, guys. It looks like I'm not going to be able to finish this employee handbook again today, so it's going to be a 3-part series. Sorry about this, but I want to make sure you get this because this is important. This has helped our employee situation. We're keeping employees longer, they're getting paid better, and we have better attitudes because of this employee handbook. Now listen, what's expected? This is the last one, and then I'll try to finish the next one on the next video. Listen, we expect Mr. YouTube, who we hired, to be on time, neat in appearance, and clean shaved. All right, listen. People who have beards, that's cool, but this in-between beard thing, it just doesn't look good. You always look dirty. It looks like you never shave, and we want to promote ourselves as to be neat in appearance. We want to be clean shaved. Well, you can't make someone... Listen, if you want to work for us, this is what we want. We're putting our trucks in front of $500,000 to $1 million homes, and we're dealing with businesses that make millions and millions of dollars. We're not going to pull up and come out and we're going to look like a bunch of scabs that we just picked up from, whoever and wherever. Listen, we want you to be neat in appearance. We want you to look good. We want you to come to work on time. We want you to be neat in appearance. We want you to be clean shaved. Listen, man, I've seen some people, go to work. They got beards. They got pimples between their beards. It looks terrible, man. Just get a razor, shave it, wash your face, get rid of the pimples. Let's go, man. I say this because if an employee comes too many days in a row and he hasn't shaved, I tell him, right, listen, part of the handbook, you're either going to grow the beard and make it look nice or keep it neat and clean, or you're shaving it off or you're out. It's just that simple. We are very passionate about it. We're putting our employees in front of the top accounts in our city, and when those people come out, they don't want to come out and see a bunch of scuggly looking, scraggly people on their property. I mean, I've had people tell me about other people that they were afraid of their lawn care guys. They came outside, you got the cigarette banging, they're on the mower, hats turned sideways, got half beard, half pimple faced, shirts all dirty because they don't wash it. Listen, not here. We're not going to do that here. You don't have to wear shirts and a khaki. You don't have to wear khakis and a polo, but you do need to look presentable, clean clothes. If you're growing a beard, cut the sides off, make it look presentable. We're not going to do that. You got a beard up to your eyes, you got pimples blown through it. So, all right, guys, that's my rant. We're on what's expected in the employee handbook. We're on number 1. We still got 9 more to go, so that means I got 9 more rants about employees. But I'm telling you, this employee handbook has worked. It's done very well. So, guys, have a good one. See you in part 3.